Well, I used to think heartbreak was loud. I used to think it arrived like thunder, something that announced itself, something a man could brace for. No one had ever told me it could arrive like this instead, quiet as a dust settling on a shelf. So slow, I did not notice my whole life had gone grey until I looked up one day and realized I could no longer remember the last time she had laughed at something that I had only made her laugh at. There is a particular kind of waiting that has no name in any language I have ever studied. Though I speak three fluently and argue in a fourth, it is not the waiting of a man at the bus stop, certain something is coming. It is the waiting of a man standing at the door he built with his own hands, uncertain whether the person on the other side still remembers where the key is kept. I remember the exact weight of her hand the first time she took mine. I do not remember, and this is the part that undoes me at 3 a.m. in the morning, the exact moment her hand stopped reaching for mine without being asked. There was no single day I could point to. There was only somehow a last time, and I had not known in the moment that it was the last time, and that is a particular kind of cruelty the universe reserves only for people who loved carelessly enough to believe that forever was a promise rather than a hope. I'd loved her the way a man loves something he built from nothing, carefully, stubbornly, with the particular tenderness of someone who remembers exactly how little he once had. I had believed for a long time that love like that simply could not be undone by silence. I believed silence was only weather, something that passed, something two people simply had to wait out together. I had not accounted for the possibility that she might learn to stand in the rain alone and find eventually that she did not mind it there. I sit some nights with my phone face down on the table because I face up see the small glowing proof that she is somewhere in the world, alive, breathing, typing to someone, anyone, everyone except me. Face down, at least I can pretend for a few merciful minutes that the whole world has gone as silent as she has. I counted her absence the way sailors count stars, not for direction, only because counting was easier than admitting I was lost. I typed sentences I never sent. I deleted apologies for things I was not certain I had done. There is no funeral for this kind of loss. No one brings food to my door. No one tells me it will be alright because no one knows, because I have told no one, because grief, this specific, has nowhere to sit in a world built for grief that has a body, a death, a grave to visit. My grief has none of that. My grief has only a green light beside the name, blinking on and off, proof of a life continuing without me in every single frame of it. Not the grief of losing someone to death, which at least has the mercy of finality. This is the grief of losing someone to distance while she continues existing, laughing probably somewhere I can no longer see. I have started rehearsing her name in my mouth the way a man rehearses a language he's terrified of forgetting. Not because I am afraid I'll forget how to say it, because I'm afraid of the day it stops meaning anything. When I do, I wrote her name once in the dust on the windowsill. The way boys rate the names of girls they are too afraid to say out loud. Then I wiped it away with the side of my hand because a grown man does not leave evidence of a hope that has already quietly begun grieving itself. I do not hate her. That would have been easier. Hate has ages, something to hold on to. What I feel instead has no ages at all, only the slow, formless ache of a man realizing that the person he had built an entire life around had learned somewhere along the way how to build a life that no longer needed him inside it. I think sometimes of the boy I used to be, the one who slept on a floor with nothing but a folded shirt and a stubborn, ridiculous faith that love, if it was real enough, could survive anything. I wonder what that boy would say if he could see this man now, older, softer in some ways and harder in others, sitting in a house he built with his own hands, aching over a woman who no longer bothers to type more than she has to. I do not cry easily. I've built a whole life, a whole name on a particular strength of a man who does not fall apart in front of others. But there are nights alone when the strength runs out somewhere around 2 in the morning, and I press the heel of my hand against my eyes and let myself feel just once, just for a few minutes, exactly how much it costs to love someone who has quietly, wordlessly decided you are no longer worth the reply. I do not know, writing this, whether I am grieving her or whether I am only grieving the man I was. In the last hour, she still wanted to hear my voice.